Hello, Mr. Tuan and friends. My name is Nguyễn Nhật Đông, and today I'm gonna analyze and answer some question about a case study in the Management Information System course called the Burton Snowboard Speed Ahead with Nimble Business Processes. First of all, I'm going to cover and summarize the case study. Burton Snowboats is a business founded by Jake Burton Carpenter in 1977, headquartered in Burton in Vermont. Burton designs, manufactures, and markets equipment, clothing, and accessories for snowboarders. As Burton's expanding to a global company, it faces a set of new problems, including the inventory, supply chain, purchasing, and customer services. CIO of Burton Snowboats, Kevin Hubert, established two IT goals for the company to reach the vision into a global scale. First goal is to strengthen the foundation of SAP Enterprise's software by exploring the basic functionalities of SAP ERP software that the company hadn't used yet. The second goal is to keep the system simple, standard, and supportable by optimizing business operations. And now I'm going to answer the three questions of the case study. First of all is the question of please analyze the burden on value chain and competitive forces model. And the first, I'm going to analyze on the value chain model of Burton Snowboats business. The value chain model of Burton is divided into two main activities. That is the prior activities, which contribute mainly to the Burton business, and support activities is the activities that back up and making the infrastructure for the priorities activities to operate efficiently. About the prior activities, Burton designs, manufactures, and markets, sells the snowboarding equipment. So this is a value chain of the company, from understanding the consumers, taking the feedback, designs the snowboards, make them, and then sells to the market. The support activities in the value chain model of Burton business is the first one is they always revising their products and improving the brand health. Second support activities is that they optimize the business process operations. About the competitive forces model of Burton business, I would analyze in three main sections. The first one is the competition in the industry. So Burton Snowboats faces little competition in the industry because Burton owns about 40% of U.S. snowboarding market share, which is the biggest, and making the Burton Snowboat a market leader in snowboarding industry. And the second section of the competitive forces model was the potential of new entrants to the snowboarding industry. And the answer is yes, there is potential new entrants to the industry because Burton now is facing the difficulties in inventory and purchasing, delivery, since it is expanding into the global company. The final section in the competitive forces model was the power of customers. The power of customers here, it refers to the power of customers to choose which products they would buy from the market. And in this case, the power of customers is low because Burton's is the market leader in the business, and this business is this company is making effort day by day to stay competitive and be the market leader in the business. And that's all for the first question of analyzing the Burton business on value chain and competitive forces model. The second question is, why are the business processes described in this case such an important source of competitive advantage for Burton? And my answer was that Burton Snowboards has to protect its business against the new market entrants and other competitors by improving its processes and becoming more and more efficient. And they can do so by decreasing the time involved with the available to promise process. The dealers and customers now have more precise information about the availability of products within 20 minutes, comparing to 1 hour as their former foundation software. And the third question of the case study was that, please explain exactly how these processes improve, how these process improvements enhance the Burton's operational performance and decision making. And my answer was that there are a few main improvements that Burton made. The first one was it speeds up the available to promise process so that the dealers and the retail customers would have more precise information about the company's availability of products that are not currently in stock. The process now takes only 20 minutes, as I mentioned before. The second was that the company worked with SAP analyst on the following important processes to reduce costs and increase the efficiencies of the company. The first process was the order to cash process, the procure to pay process, and the final one was the electronic data interchange inventory feed extract transaction. And working together, SAP Enterprise Software of Oracle and Burton Snowboards managers developed a dashboard to help the key users. In this case, I mean the company managers, their employees, the executive, to discover the inconsistencies, the gaps, or any kind of conflicts or the problems that may arise from the business operation. And they all need the closer monitoring and managing day by day to keep the business competitive. And that's all for the case study question solving. And these are the two lessons that I think that can be applied to Vietnam's company after I analyzing and answering question from the Burton's case study. The first one was that I realized that information system can provide exact reports, reviews, and informations. Therefore, it is an essential tool application that managers of companies can use to make the business decisions. And secondly, was that wearing or clothing and accessories industry is competitive, yet it is a high risk, high return industry, since the company can easily enter to the market by creating the unique trend of fashion for consumers, and therefore they can gain profit more quickly, or not really hard to see the results like other business like computers or mobile phones. However, Therefore, this is also the reason that makes the companies in the industries they must improve the business operations day by day to stay efficient and stay competitive against the other many competitors and new entrants to the market, and gain profits or market share. And that's all for my analyzing the cases and lessons applied to Vietnam from the case study. Hope you and hope Mr. Tuan and my friends could follow and enjoy my lessons.